Hello and welcome to another episode of Blue Hawaii Babble. I'm here with Dr. Land Arb Queen Dawn Paresa.
Hi, and here's Racine, the land deal machine Sugai.
Hello. So Dawn, where are we today?
We are at Ala Moana Beach Park. That's for real this time.
Right? The correct name.
Yeah. Although we're not, it's kind of crowded. This is actually the first weekend where we've got out of the more restricted lockdown procedures, and so we can be out.
With more than one person.
Yes. And so there are a lot of cars, as you can see, driving in and out of here, and so we just didn't want to, we just saw a stall coming in, so boom, it's okay.
Yes. And so now we're sitting on a grassy hill.
Yes, in the park side.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you the
back
fish
there.
later. Like there's like a little
Pond.
yeah, and there's lots of fish in there. But
Don't eat it.
Yeah,
Oh
don't
my
eat
God.
it. We don't recommend that.
Okay.
Anyway,
So what are we talking about today?
we thought about sharing about how we selected our county. And I'm just gonna share real quick. When I first started doing the toolkit, I was really excited. Got to get started, and then my biggest pause was where do I pick? Where do I choose?
Mm-hmm.
And I puzzled over it. So, is that what happened to you? How did you?
Yeah. So when you go through the toolkit, it has a secret county list, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, ooh, secret county list. And I'm like, what? Holy cow, it's a really long list.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know, like, eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
But that's not what happened. So.
So yeah, how did you pick your?
So when I signed up for flight school, there was an offer to get an acre of land for like
that's right.
$500 extra, I think. So I did that, and that's how I ended up with that county, because I was like, oh, okay, well, I have this parcel of land, and I'm just gonna stick with that, I guess, and just see how that goes.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that was it was my idea to think about how we picked our county, and now I can't remember how I got mine. I think I just went by feel. Like I saw the list, I picked my top 5.
What's your Kanye story?
Oh yeah, my Kanye story is true. When I first started doing this, I thought, ooh, I'm gonna pick Wyoming, someplace in Wyoming, because Kanye West bought ranches out there, and everybody's gonna want to buy property out in Wyoming.
By the way, he's crazy, but
Yeah. But it was to the point where I even called the county and I paid for a list. Did I tell you?
What?
I paid $200.
What?
I promise. I paid
Wow.
$200 for the list, which I did receive, just never did use. But I held on to it because
Oh my God, you never used it.
No, I never used it. Yeah. So maybe that's telling me I should should at some point
You
use
need
it.
to revisit that.
Yeah. So after that so I knew that was off, and then I realized that I needed to take a look at I think I had a 5, and then I brought it down to 3, and then I finally just decided just by gut. Yeah, that's how I picked it.
Wow.
My first county I just picked by gut, and that's how I started doing my first mailings. Was just okay, I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with this county, and lo and behold, it was a county that everybody else was, was mailing to. So Dawn didn't pick, something rare and unfound.
Well, I remember when you got your first letter back or something, and it was like, isn't it like an angry letter or something? Or they're asking something, and you're like, what is this? I don't know what this is.
Yes, oh my gosh, yes, it was a strange letter, because I think the guy that wrote to me, he wanted to sell several properties, but the letter that came was suspicious. Like, it felt weird. So yeah, I never did buy the property from that guy, but I did, I still have some property there in my first county. But then I started doing the land arb, and so if you've ever watched the YouTube video that we did with Mark Podolsky and the Land Geeks, I talked about the land arb and how I got started. Because for flight school, we had to have a piece of land to market, like within the first couple of weeks, I think.
I think so.
Yeah,
like
so I didn't have
super
one.
Fast.
And I was like, what am I gonna do? I mailed my letters, but I hadn't heard back from anybody yet. And so I did the land arb, and how it started for me because it was not in my county, and in fact, my land art was the first one that I sold, and so yeah. But I'm actually now in. They say stick with one county, and you should stick with one county. Know know the area, know what the restrictions are, know what the residential code is. I mean, the zoning codes are. Get to know, things about the area. Yeah, because that's important. People will ask you. That's one of the questions I'll get. Like, how far is it from the grocery store, or how close is Walmart? Yeah.
I've had somebody ask me about airports, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
Don't you have a map?
Yeah.
Google it.
But we don't say that to them. We just give them the answers.
Me Google.
Yeah, but it is one of the hard things, and one thing we do know, I mean, of course we're in Hawaii, so we don't want to pick someplace out here.
Yeah, it's way too expensive.
But we, so we went outside of where we live, but it's true, follow where the land investors are, right? Yeah. And why do they tell us that?
Oh, in case you get stuck with the property, you can flip it easy. Right? Isn't that what it was?
I was gonna say that they told us go where the land investors are because that's where you know that people are buying and selling land.
Oh. Same thing.
But no, it's true. I mean, it's taking us back. I mean, because we're not, I was just telling Racine the other week, we're not newbies anymore.
I know.
It's kind of sad. I mean, we've learned a lot, since we started. But I think in the beginning, that was one of my biggest blocks was finding the county, picking the county. And so, they tell you to don't pick some place because you want to be in that area, which I still do that too. But because you don't know other people are going to want, right? You don't know what they're looking for, and don't be surprised when you first look at you're like, ooh, I got a property, it's 5 acres. And then when you look at the picture and you're just like, what is it?
It's dirt.
A big square of dirt, and all you see is more dirt all around the area.
It's not cute.
I thought, how am I gonna even know where is the line for the others to? It's just but you get used to it. You find out how to get the GPS coordinates.
Yes. How to access.
Yes. How to navigate the county GIS maps.
Oh yeah.
How to use Google Earth.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And there's something called. I also started using. What was it called? Report All USA.
Oh, yeah.
And then they would give you what they call a KMZ file. I don't know what KMZ stands for.
Don't look at me. I don't know.
Yeah. But you got a KMZ file. You could drag it over to the Google Earth, and then it would actually outline the properties. And if you got it for the whole county, that's something you learned too.
Yeah.
If you got it for the whole county, you would get information of all the other different properties besides yours. But what happened to Racine was she got the whole county because I'm like, I get it. And then what happened?
It doesn't. So mine doesn't show the property information. It doesn't show the owner.
The owners.
There's a link, so you click on it, and then it takes you to the county website. And I'm like, what? And Dawn is like, what do you mean? It says person name, address, I'm like, no, not for me.
All the information's there. Oh, so you have to, before you order it, before you purchase, you have to make sure it says that it has the owner detail. Yeah. Parcel detail or owner detail or something like that. But anyway.
It's fine. I mean, it worked out. More work for me.
Yes, but that's very important, being in the county, picking your county and being in the area that, you will be able to feel confident to make the sales in, because when you do make your phone calls or answer questions, they are going to ask you about it, and you don't want to be, I don't know.
Here's the phone number, you can call yourself.
You want to have some information, and that's important for marketing. Right? It's what attractions it might be close to, what recreation activities they could get, you have access to. So anyway, very important, your county. Do your county research.
Yes. Get comfortable calling them.
Yes. The other thing is boot camp is coming around the bend.
October 23rd, I think, to the 25th. I think it's a Friday to Sunday. So towards the end of the month.
Yeah, we'll put the links down below for boot camp,
Yep.
for the toolkit. We're still having fun. It's just it's been busy for me with inquiries. I've had a couple of sales, but it's not. It kind of slowed down a little bit, but it's okay because I've been able to find more properties to purchase.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still screwed. Facebook screwed me again.
Yes.
So I'm over it.
Yeah.
But I was what did I do? Oh, I had bought a property from this other guy, right?
Oh.
A long time ago, and I thought it was 2 acres. So yeah, make sure you do your research before you buy stuff, because it turns out that it's only 1.3 acres. Duh. So I kind of overpaid for it. But anyway, I went back to the county and I had them reassess the whole thing, because I was like, I understand if it's bigger than what I thought it was, but if it's smaller, you need to fix this. So luckily they did, and I got a little refund for my taxes. Woo! $4. I can go buy Starbucks.
Yes, refund better than nothing.
It is. So yeah.
Anyway, well, thanks for joining us again. We hope to see you next week.
Bye. Like and subscribe.